Hi, I'm Marie.
And I'm Rosa.
And this is All the Planner Things. How do we do this?
Oh, I thought you were going to start.
Oh. Hi, and welcome back to...
Oops.
Hi. Welcome back to All the Planner Things.
Try that again one more time. Sorry. I'm trying to turn it off.
Hi. Welcome back to All the Planner Things.
Welcome back. It's Rosa.
I'm Marie.
And we are glad to be back with our season finale episode.
Ooh.
Wow, we finished the season.
We made it. It was hard sometimes.
It was hard.
And I know we left you guys hanging for a little bit, but we're here.
Thank you for hanging in there and listening to us. And we can't wait to make more content. But we're just glad to be recording today. And
so, Rosa, what have you been up to?
Working.
Oh. Yeah.
No. Well, you know, we're just coming off. We're like our last stretch of school, and you know this because our kids are in the same school. Mm-hmm. So we had spring break, which is amazing. It was a much needed break. I went to Disneyland. Oh. I want to live there. I want to be a professional Winnie the Pooh.
Specifically, you want to be Winnie the Pooh.
Well, yeah, you know, everyone wants to be a princess, but not everyone can be a princess. I don't think I can be a princess right now, but I can definitely fill in a Winnie the Pooh outfit. I'm squishable.
Oh, gosh.
So I will be Winnie the Pooh. Okay. And then everyone will hug me.
Yay. That is, everybody loves, like, the costume characters because they are huggable and fun. And, like, I kind of like it because you don't have to talk.
Yeah.
You just get to, like, gesture and wave and hug and smile. Well, I usually don't really smile because I can't see your face.
Like Daisy. Daisy was bomb. Me and Daisy bonded.
Yeah.
She wanted us to pose and look at her hands. She loved my nails. Oh. So she's sassy. So I would want to be like Daisy too, because I'd be like, I'm gesturing with my hand. If I can be sassy, and everyone would think it's cute. But then Winnie the Pooh, then I'll get a hug. Yeah. So it's a girl who doesn't like to be touched.
But if you're a Pooh.
But I'm Pooh, I want to be hugged.
Yes.
And I'm excited for the summer. I don't know why.
Do you have summer plans?
I know we're going on vacation for a little bit. It's just a few days. And that's about it. I'm trying to get my kid out of the house. Like, I don't need him to be home all day watching TV. But that's what he's looking forward to.
Right.
But I'm just hoping. We'll see. Yeah. I'm really not looking forward to the heat in the summer. I'm not. So I don't know why I said I'm looking forward to summer. But there's always camping, and I love camping, so I'm looking forward to that. I don't know when we're going to go camping. I haven't decided. But our usual spots are full because we have all the rain. So like the lakes are actually full. So that's nice. But we'll see. We'll see.
Then you could use your camping stick.
And I have, so for my birthday, one of my friends from Planet Party of 3, plug. Gave me a whole kit from oh my god, I forgot the name of them. Think about it right now, but it's a whole camping Hobonichi sticker kit, and so adorable. The colors are beautiful. I think it's called Ink. Something in ink. I'll tag it in the show notes, but it's so pretty. I want to use it. So just for that, I want to go camping because I need to use it. I need to use it because if not, I'll hoard it and never use it.
Right.
Yeah. So.
That's super cute. Yeah, tell me. I want to go camping again. My daughter was not so thrilled about camping last year, but was that just last year?
That was just last year.
Oh my gosh. But I think I could convince her to try again.
Yeah. Maybe a different location.
Yeah.
Maybe not when it's so hot.
That's the thing. I went at the hottest part of the summer.
Yeah.
That was Hemet. Planning for my part. Yeah.
Well, Hemet's just hot.
Most of the summer.
So that place is mostly hot. But at least you didn't go when it was snowing.
That's true. Or you were in the middle of almost it wasn't really a hurricane, but I wanted to call it a hurricane.
It felt like a hurricane.
Yeah, it was just a lot of water.
There was lots of water, rain, and then snow.
Oh, that was all the same time?
That was all the same time. I swear, I thought I was going to be like Wizard of Oz and just fly off.
Oh my gosh.
But, great story to tell, right? Right. So, yeah.
Right.
And Etu, how was your break?
My break was good, sort of, mostly. We went on a Disney cruise out of Florida, and it was terrible weather.
Oh,
Was our
no.
biggest problem. It was like raining when we got there. It rained the first 3 days, which weather happens and you can't control. That's something you book, so many months in advance. And it wasn't like such bad weather. It was like unsafe, but it definitely made me seasick for the first time in my life.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the boat was rocking so bad the first night. Like I literally had to hold onto all the railings on the sides of every hallway just to keep straight.
Oh my gosh.
It was moving and
That terrifies me.
yeah, it was not, I mean, it wasn't, I didn't feel scared. I just was like, oh gosh, I have to get back to my room and lay down at this point.
Oh.
I don't get motion sick very often, but this was something like I felt like intoxicated.
No.
It was like I was swaying this way and then this way. And so that was a little interesting. And then the first day we were supposed to dock at one of the ports and we couldn't because the waves were too high. So it was an extra day at sea, mostly rainy again. But my husband and my daughter got to play in the pool area and ride the water slide that they have on the ship.
Oh.
And so they had a great time. And then the next day, we were able to get to the Bahamas, Nassau, and we went to Atlantis, and it poured.
Oh no!
We got off our little bus, and it poured. And I was like, oh man, because I kept thinking, like, should we cancel? Should we not cancel? Like, what do we do? But my husband and my daughter were looking forward to that water park so much that they were like, if you really want to cancel, we can. But they looked so sad.
Oh.
I was like, no, we're going. And so we went, and it let up a little bit. It didn't pour the entire day, but it was cloudy and rainy, and not rainy, windy, cloudy and windy, like the whole time. So I was too cold to go in the water.
I'll say, is it like, because it can be rainy but like warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in Guatemala it rains but it's hot, so it feels good.
Right.
Yeah.
I've done that like in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't matter because it feels good. But this to me was just a little bit too cold because I thought, well, maybe I'm just like in a funk. Like maybe it's just me. And we go into I set up our little camp with some chairs and had like towels and our bags of stuff, and I let them go run off and they have this really cool, instead of a lazy river, they have a rapids river.
Oh my goodness.
It goes like all around like the water park area, and literally there are parts that have like rapids with like rocks and swishing and waves and things.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
So you have to be on something.
Oh yeah, you have to be in a float.
Yeah.
Like you're not allowed to swim it like some other places.
Like the lazy rivers, so you can just swim.
Yeah, no, none of that. So, that was like the first thing they went and did. And I was just not in the mindset to enjoy that yet. So I waited a little bit. I read a lot. I brought my books and I was reading like on my Kindle. And finally I was like, you know what? I'm going to try the water. Maybe it's all in my head that it's like too cold to go in. And I got like 3 steps in the water and I was like, nope, still too cold. And I ran back out. And I was like, sorry, I tried. So yeah, that was an interesting day. But then the last 2 days of our trip were nice and sunny.
Okay, good.
So that was good. What was not good is that we all came homesick, except my daughter. So 2 of the 3 of us came homesick. But that's just fact of life these days.
Fact of life,
right?
Yeah. Or it even probably was before, we just never realized it because it wasn't,
We weren't thinking about things that much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's all good. And so, like Rosa said, we're so close to the end of the school year, and that's when, for at least our kids, like things just get crazy.
Yes.
Like last week, there was like an event every day almost.
Oh God,
and it was like certain like outfits they had to wear and things they would have to bring and all this. Like it was, oh my gosh.
It was, it was the most. I'm so glad last week is over.
And Rose was not saying she also like chaired an event that weekend too. On top of all the stuff that happened during the weekdays, she was also super busy on Saturday. And unfortunately, I could not help out like I was supposed to because I was sick.
Yeah. So, but it turned out good. Mm-hmm. It's over. I'm glad. There's cute pictures, and then that's that. And then we're moving forward.
Right.
And I'm excited for the summer. I don't know why.
Do you have summer plans?
I know we're going on vacation for a little bit. It's just a few days, and that's about it. I'm trying to get my kid out of the house. Like, I don't need him to be home all day watching TV, but that's what he's looking forward to.
Right.
But I'm just hoping. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm really not looking forward to the heat in the summer. I'm not. I don't know why I said I'm looking forward to summer. And we have a very special episode.
Yes.
It is Planner Search 2.0, but for Marie.
Yay, because I usually use an academic year planner because I find it easier to plan for my daughter's school stuff and everything if I have an academic year. I used to do an 18-month, so because I also don't like having the last 6 months of the year not around for me to plan in the future. But that became too much to carry around. I couldn't deal with the 18-month thing. So back to 12 months, but academic year. And as we are rapidly approaching the end of June, I need a new planner. Like, I have stickers I've bought for the 4th of July week. I have stuff, and I have nowhere to do them because you know me. I'll pre-plan like 3 to 4 weeks in advance when if I just have time to sit down and play with stickers. It's like my little therapy. And so, yeah, so we are on a planner search.
Yes, and we're going to jump right into it. So if you remember, Marie is currently in an Agendio.
Yes.
And she has dailies, weeklies, and monthlies.
Correct.
So now, tell us your wish list.
Well, okay. Hold on. Because, yes, the Agendio is my main planner for personal items. And I also have a Hobonichi cousin for work. And I also have a little Inklings planner for memory keeping.
Oh, yes.
And I also have a Hobonichi A6 for my purse planner, but I don't actually know where that is right now. So that one's kind of out of commission. But yeah, I am not in lacking of planners, but to have a main planner,
yes,
I need one.
Our planner search is going to focus on her main planner source because she's still going to be using all the other ones.
Yes. But I briefly had an idea. And this is when I told Rosa frantically this morning, I'm in a planner crisis and I have an idea. And she's like, tell me. And I said, no, we can save it for the podcast. So my first idea, which I don't know if I'm going to really be happy with, so I want to bounce it off you. I discovered I'm only using my dailies mostly for work.
Okay.
I use my dailies in my Agendio for my to-do list for home things, like laundry that I got to do, different, like, errands that I have to run, that kind of stuff. But that's like a very small part of my day, since the majority of my day is at work. In my work planner, I discovered I haven't been using the monthlies or the weeklies.
Oh.
For month. Look at all those blank pages. Look at that. So empty. So my first thought was, what if I just use the Hobonichi for everything, and I only use the months and the weeks for my personal stuff, and then I use the daily for work.
Okay.
First problem is that it's not an academic year. So I'm going to still have my issue of, like, when I get my kids' calendar for school at the end of the school year for next year, I'm not going to be able to pre-plan.
Exactly.
Which I don't like.
And you like that.
I do, but I wouldn't have to buy anything new. I already have it. Other issue, though, my stickers won't fit.
Oh.
Which, is my biggest issue with column sizing of planners. I have actually had to, reject some ideas of planners that I was looking at because they don't have the standard 1.5-inch columns to fit, the majority of my stickers. Is it, whatchamacallit, is it a deal breaker? I don't know.
Is it a deal breaker for you?
I don't know.
I know that for me, and the way I sticker anyways, it's not the neatest, cutest little way anyway. I don't feel like it is anyway, so maybe I'll put a picture up. So if something doesn't fit completely in my Hobonichi, I'll cut it, or I'm like, it's okay. And I know that some people are doing this whole on purpose messy stickering, right? It's not, it goes over the edges and the lines. Some people are into that. I don't do it on purpose, but it comes out like that. So I'm in the trend right now. But I know that you do. So I think it will bother you if you're not in the edges. I think you're a color in the lines gal. So
I hate to. I mean, really isn't that big of a difference. Like, I'm looking at a spread that I did using standard size stickers in a previous spread.
oh, see that?
And it just hangs over a little bit. Like, as long as the blocks aren't like exactly next to each other, there won't be a ton of overlap.
That looks really pretty. I think the only thing is if you use headers.
Yes.
Because headers have been a problem for me.
That makes sense.
I mean, but
and then see, here's like a spread that has actual Hobonichi cousin size stickers, and they fit so perfectly. So I don't know. I'll have to put pictures in our Instagram because I'm not sure. But anyway, so that was my first thought. But let's table that for now because I did do my research and came up with 5.
Did you tell us your requirements, though? What are your requirements?
Yes, let's back up. Okay. Mm-hmm. So my requirements are an hourly layout for weeks. I also prefer a Sunday start on my monthly calendars, but a Monday start on my weekly calendars. That comes into play in one of my options. And that's really it. I like to have like a weekly to-do list area. And that's pretty much it.
Especially, you mentioned that since you won't have a date, you might not need a daily, right?
Right.
For your main planner. So you do need a to-do list then on your weekly.
Yes, thank you. Because I remember mentioning that earlier that I'm like, maybe I don't need a daily for personal stuff. But yes, then I will need space to have a weekly to-do list.
All right.
So,
not as many requirements as mine.
No. I can't remember all your requirements.
There are a lot.
Oh, I have other requirements. Size. Like,
yes, size.
An A5. Ideally. I don't like anything smaller than that. And I don't like anything huge. Like, I'm not a fan of the A5 wide or the 9x7. Is that what Erin Condren was? Was it 9? Or is that 6? I don't know.
I don't remember.
I think it's 9x7.
Okay.
But it's like just a little bit too big to easily throw into a bag. I mean, it's not, I don't carry my planner around every single day. That's why I got the little A6. So I guess it's not as big of a deal, but I don't know. I just, now that I've gotten happily into an A5 size, like,
that's your happy space. Binding.
Good question. So,
coil, no coil, ring, does it matter?
Unsure. I really like the Filofax cover that I've been using for my rings. So I do like having the option of inserts. However, I have not been completely happy with finding inserts that I like. So part of me is like, maybe I need a spiral bound because that's what I can find based on the insert design that I like. I don't know. But it's a very good question. I'm open to either. I would really love to be able to reuse this binder because I absolutely love it, but we'll see what happens.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
So let's start.
I think that's all.
We think so. So what's first on the list?
So first on the list, actually I have a whole bunch of things up that I was showing Rosa, but let me start with what I currently have. So I have an Agendio, which Agendio is amazing. I know I said this before because you can design every single aspect of your planner pretty much. Like what you want they have like so many different types of columns and widths and designs and things. I mean, it's not complete, like you can't create it from scratch, but they have a lot of different templates that you can use. So I basically liked the template that I have right now, but I was getting kind of tired of it just because of being the same design that I used, I think, last year. And I think all I did was take it from a spiral and put it into the rings. So I'm like, I could just use a little bit of change. So the biggest issue I had with my current layout is that my Sunday and Saturday boxes are itty bitty.
Right, and now your weekends are ramping up.
I know, with everything opening back up.
Yeah,
you know, it's just I'm getting more busy, and now that thing, basically my weekends are starting to get busier, and so it'd be nice to have a slightly bigger box. So let me flip to a blank template page to show Miss Rosa here. So this is what it currently looks like. I have 1.5 inches hourly in the middle. There's some blank box room on top, so I can put for like overall day things to remember. It has some blank boxes at the bottom that honestly I just put stickers in. Like when I get a sticker kit, I just love to sticker or washi across the bottom. Totally not functional, but it's pretty.
It's pretty. It's a mixture of both. That's what you like. You do your function on the top, pretty on the bottom.
Right. And then I have little mini calendar. I like that. And my weekly to do. Okay. So the slight change that I have is I have bigger Saturday and Sunday boxes, about twice the size. Okay. Using this template. It took away though my giant this week to do list.
Which you kind of need.
Which I kind of need. So I did at the very bottom, instead of having a section to washi or sticker, I made into a this week short to-do list. And then the other side of the page, I just left blank because I can either add more things to do list, or I could sticker it, or I could draw, I could doodle, whatever. You know, it's kind of an open interpretation.
So here's my question. Do you need this calendar?
I like this little calendar.
Oh, okay. That's a must. Okay.
I'm weird. And oh my gosh, I just realized though, I have it set to Monday start, which I need to edit this. Yeah. One moment while I edit I'm glad we looked at this, because again, it's a little monthly box, and I like my monthlies to start on Sunday.
And so, my other question is, I do believe, and you might not know this, although you are looking at the website, don't they have these like templates labeled, or no? Like you're using
they're labeled by, oh shoot.
Like if someone wanted to look at the template that you're using?
Yes, they're numbered.
They're numbered, okay.
Numbered. So I can't see what it is right now as we're doing it, but I'm sure I could find it. Why I want to change?
Uh-oh.
We might have an issue.
Agendio might get out of the running already if it doesn't get her Monday start.
See, my current one has a Sunday start.
Sunday start.
Yeah.
My bad.
I don't know why it's not. This is a Sunday start. Sunday. Why are these small and not? What is going on here?
You're about to customize
Something
the floater.
Weird is happening. Oh my goodness. I cannot. Okay, I'm going to have to play with this later if we decide to go with this one, because I cannot figure out how to make the little mini calendar box become Sunday start, and that's going to throw me off, and I cannot. I'm sorry. That's my
that's a must. So Agendio, you have an issue with Agendio right now, just because it's not letting you do your Sunday start. Oh, nice. Anyways, and back to Spark.
Okay, back to planners.
Okay, so
Agendio is not showing me how I can change the little mini calendar. And I have a mini calendar on the monthly, because I show the previous month and the next month on the main monthly grid. And then it shows it also on the weekly, and I don't know what's happening. So I will either have to put in a ticket or something, or maybe they just changed it. I don't know.
Yeah, so that I wrote that down, okay, that might be an issue. So that may take Agendio out of the running. Mm-hmm. All right.
So I did find out in the Agendio that I had the mini calendar set wrong. In the very beginning, when you create your Agendio, they have different like overall setup type things, like the start date that you want. My week should begin on either whatever day you want it to begin. My month should begin on whatever day you want it to begin. Then there's a begin your mini calendars on. I don't know how I missed that, but I did. So I changed it to Sunday start. They also have, you can also shade your weekends if you like that. And how do you want to show your moon phases on the weekly or the monthly, or do not show, or both? You can have page numbers if you want. You can make it undated if you want. And then if you want it to punch holes or anything. So those are all in the very beginning in the info tab of your Agendio builder. So just a tip now that I've learned that, to make sure that you've looked at all the options before you go through and set up everything. Because, yeah, I missed that.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's your next?
Next one is going back to Passion Planner.
Passion Planner.
Yes, because they changed their academic year.
Did they?
That's the biggest thing. Well, there's a couple of reasons I didn't like a dated planner from Passion Planner. I loved Passion Planner. I used it for a while. But I didn't like that their academic year used to start in August instead of July.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, most schools start in August, so academic.
True. But when you think of like half a year, you think
True.
July. I think July, at least.
That's true.
But it's true that you wouldn't usually have school stuff unless you're a year-round school. But anyways, now they've updated it. So now this academic year, officially, it starts in July instead of August. So
Hey,
like,
they heard your feedback.
Yes.
Thank you, Passion Planner.
Yes. Now, issue is that you can pick your start day of the week. Do you want a Sunday start or a Monday start? My issue is you have to have the same on both the weekly and the monthly.
Oh, that's not going to work for you.
So I used to buy an undated version because then I could white out the days of the week on the grid version and start on a Sunday. And since it didn't have dates on it, it was a little easier. I just had to do the headers every month and cover them with stickers or wipe them out and write Sunday start. So I don't know. I kind of was like, well, do I really want it undated and I have to write everything in like I've done before, so it's not impossible. But again, I'm just kind of feeling at this point, they've also raised their prices a bit, I believe. And at that price, I'm like, I want it to be finished. Like, I don't want to have to do extra work, really. A lot of stuff's going on these days, and I don't really have time to completely white out and cover up a year's worth of monthlies.
What about stickers?
Sticker question is interesting. Okay, so I had the medium size, which is it says it's 6.9 by 9.8 inches. So it's not a standard size to me, and I think it's a B4.
Oh,
Does that sound familiar? I know I told you that way back when I first bought mine. I think it's bigger than an A5, a little bit. And so the stickers are kind of wonkily fitting. They kind of fit. They mostly fit.
Okay.
But.
And I meant like for your monthly to cover up.
Oh, you mean like I have to buy the stickers?
Like, would you buy the? Was that a thing that you were willing to do, or that's just like, okay, I have to spend more money to make this planner the way I want it to be?
That's a good question. Yeah, because my handwriting. It's not the best, so I probably wouldn't handwrite in all the dates. I would get stickers for the days of the week. Sorry, not the actual number dates. So that's another thing. So yeah, not 100% happy with it. So let's move on to the next one.
Okay.
The next one is a company that is new to me. I read about it in Planners Gone Wild Facebook group.
Oh, okay.
And I had never heard of it, so I had to look it up. And it's called The Penny Pages. And they have an A5 hourly weekly planner.
Okay, we're hitting the mark.
Right. It's pretty cool. They are undated.
Did we mention that you wanted an hourly?
I think so.
Okay.
I thought that was like my number one.
I know, and I just okay.
I'm just trying.
But just in case we didn't, she wants an hourly.
Yeah. So they have, it's kind of a neat layout. It has little boxes at the top, and it has hourly columns. And it has this little space in the end that I can make for a to-do list, which is really cute. What I really like about this is that they have a lot of different designs of covers. They have a lot of different types of, you can get a coil, you can get a disc, you can have it punched for rings, you can have it punched for disc, or you can have the inserts only unpunched. So that's kind of neat.
Okay. That's awesome to be customized like that.
Yeah, I do like all those options now again. But my issue is column length. Or column size. The A5s are, let me see if I can find, they have a neat page that compares all their different types of planners. They have a lot of different ones. They have the horizontal, they have dailies, they have food logs, meal planning, or actually I don't know if they have meal planning, but they have pen tricks.
Ooh.
Which is kind of like a matrix style. Like I think I've seen this like family planning or like you can plan by subject or by family member kind of thing.
Oh, yes.
Like that. I forgot what other companies call that. But yeah, so if I got an A5 wide, it has a 1.5 inch column. The A5 itself has a 1.3. So I think, though, I want to say 1.3 is similar to like a Hobonichi, so you could probably just get Hobonichi stickers and it would fit.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. So then the question is, do I get the A5 wide? Do I get an A5? Do I get it spiral bound? Do I get it punched for my Filofax? I don't know.
Okay, so I think the stickers might work. I don't think you want to do an A5 because I think you mentioned that that's almost the size of like an EC and that's a little too bulky for you, right?
The A5 wide.
A5 wide.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's about the same size as an EC.
So that's going to be too bulky for you already.
Probably. I mean, it's really not that big of a difference conceptually, but for me holding it, I think
it is. It actually is. We don't think it is, but like once we've been in like A5s or Hobonichis, there's a big difference.
Okay.
I feel.
Okay.
But you don't put it in your purse. Like me, where I go, my planner goes.
Oh, see.
So
yeah, that's different.
Yeah. And it gets heavy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I told you I stopped carrying them in my purse.
Yes.
Because I started carrying smaller and smaller purses because my back and shoulders started hurting. So I don't carry my planner around anymore.
Yes.
So.
But you mentioned 1.3. It's not much of a difference.
It's not.
Like, but there will be overlapping.
Yeah.
A little bit. Not really. You can use Hobonichi. And you have a lot of Hobonichi stash, right?
No.
No? Oh.
I think I used most of it already.
Okay.
That's my problem. So, I mean, it's not a problem.
It's not a problem.
It's
you
not
can go more shopping. No, I'm just kidding.
And it's first world problems. Come on, really. I have a ton of stickers. I have so many Happy Planner sticker books. I could sticker for the rest of my life, probably, without buying any. So, yeah. But anyways, that's an option.
That's an option. And then I do feel like you lean towards the rings more because you can take out and stuff.
I do like being able to have like a little notes section in the back where I'm like doing any sort of planning. And I went the wrong direction.
And I mentioned that because I think you did do your Agendio the first time you did it spiral, and you were not happy.
Yes, that's true.
I remember the unhappy. I do remember the unhappiness that the spiral brought you. So
that's a good point. I mean, spiral is neat because I kind of like how you can fold it over on itself and just work on like half a week. It's more compact on your desk. Like when I'm like right now, I have all the planners laid just out, spreading all over. But you know, it's kind of nice to have a spiral for that.
Yeah, but
yeah, I probably would. Okay, so I could do this as a hole punch. It's just thinking. So, anyways, it's just thinking. I'm just thinking.
It's just a thought.
It's just a thought. That's the word. That's the phrase. So yeah. They also have this really kind of neat hybrid. They have like a monthly, a vertical weekly. Oh no, it's a that kind of grid weekly.
It's 24 months though.
And then a daily. But yes, it is only 4 months at a time. So that's no.
That's a no.
I need a whole year.
Yes.
Anyways, but I just thought it'd be neat to share. I haven't seen this kind of.
They have a lot of options.
Yeah.
No, I'm really happy with my Hobonichi right now. So, but in case I want to move to something different, I will keep this penny pages in thing.
Yeah. Okay, so then next is plum paper.
Plum paper. So wait, where did penny pages rate?
Penny pages rated as a possibility.
Possibility. There's nothing negative about it.
The only negatives are that it's undated.
Oh, it's also undated.
It's also undated. And it would be slightly smaller columns. So wait, this is my mistake. I was going back onto the Penny Pages website, and actually you can have it undated, or you can select your start date. I don't know why I completely forgot that you can do that. You can have it start in July 2023, August 2023, September 2023, or January 2024, and have 12 months from that date. And so that is definitely something to consider. And I just want to make sure I mention that. And it's just like, it's nice, but it's kind of plain. But I guess that's the point. Like, the actual planner should be kind of plain because then you dress it up with your stickers and your washi and your markers and everything.
Well, yeah. If you're that person. that likes to do that, right?
I am.
Some people, you are, because some people just want it all decorated and you don't want to mess with it,
right?
Because
I always think I want a colorful planner, and I'm like, wait, no, I make the colorful planner. You buy a plain planner.
You're like, I make it colorful.
Yes.
Because then if it already comes colorful, then you get annoyed with the color.
Funny you say that. Okay, so we're going into plum paper because I've wanted to play with a plum paper planner, for a long time because I've always heard about the buttery softness of the pages. It's one of the first ones after I decided to not go with EC that I looked into. So it's been a long time that I've been wanting one.
Okay.
And I still never bought one.
Oh.
And when we went to the last, I think it was the last ScatterCon, we got like a sampler book from them that had like a whole bunch of different inserts.
Oh yes.
And they had like every other page was a different layout so you could see. It was spiral bound. I don't know why I said insert, but it was spiral bound. But yeah, it had like the multiple different kinds of layouts so you could see examples. I field paper and everything. So I was like, ooh, now I really do want one. So I have designed an A5 hourly planner.
It's spiral.
It's spiral bound, but you don't have to have it spiral bound. You can choose to have it punched for discs. You can have it unpunched, and then you punch it for your rings.
Oh, okay.
So I was leaning towards that, but then I'm like, then I have to sit there and punch all the holes for the rings. And I only have like a half size punch. This is definitely a me problem. I don't have a 6-hole puncher.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember I remember having that problem when I was in rings and I manually did it all.
Right.
And I don't recommend that, especially if you're not good at symmetry. Raising my hand. Hey, I made it work, but
yeah,
highly.
Like I have a
0 out of 10. Don't recommend it.
I have a punch where you can do like the bottom half and then you flip the pages over and then you punch the top half. But I'm like afraid of it not matching up just right. Yeah. You can only do so many pages at a time because it's not very thick. So right now that's kind of like, oh.
Yeah, or you're going to have to buy a hole puncher.
Yeah.
And last time I tried doing that, those are expensive.
They are.
Like, why is a hole puncher so expensive?
I don't know.
Like a 6-ring.
Yeah, binder. I mean, like a good old 8.5 by 11 like school punch is not that expensive. Yeah. But yeah, getting the 6-ring punch is difficult for some reason. Not difficult, just expensive.
It's just expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my biggest issue with plum paper because I would probably end up getting it spiral bound then.
Okay. But how's their columns?
They look a little skinny. They don't actually tell me on the page what the dimensions are. Or at least I haven't been able to find it.
According to Reddit,
okay,
and the A5 has 1.5 inches wide.
Oh. So that's good.
This is Reddit.
Well, I get a lot of information from Reddit.
No. Yeah, so I mean, this is not official from Plum Pepper.
Yes.
I just wanted to make you aware. And this was a 2-year-old Reddit, so. But
maybe they haven't changed too much. Oh, but also did it say which kind of layout that was, though? Because it looks like to me, look, the vertical priorities layout, don't these columns look bigger than the hourly? Look at that.
Yeah, vertical priority.
Mm-hmm. Which is a neat layout. I kind of like it, but it has a tracker at the top, which I will not use. I've discovered I am not one for trackers.
I know. I started using the tracker again in mine just because I know I'm not going to always use it, but the whole, if you're trying a new habit, you have to do it for how long? 2 days?
At least 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Not 2 days.
Not 2 days. I was going to say 10 days, and then 2 popped in. Anyways, so I figure if I track it for 10 days, then whatever I'm tracking is going to become a habit. And then I don't need to track it anymore because I'm doing it every day.
Right.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Second week.
Good luck. You can do it. You can do it. I just discovered they're not for me. Every time I have a planner that has a tracker or I create a little one, I do it a day.
Or we go back and did I do this? Oh, let's just say I did.
Right. So I decided that's not for me. But I do kind of like that layout. Look, it has more open options, but it's not an hourly because that's my
So that's a no.
To-do lists and priorities and it's cute. It's just not for me.
It's not an hourly.
Yeah.
Then requirement number 1. Hourly.
Yes. I like, and that's such like a random, not random, but that seems like such a picky thing that I really do like blocking out my day in time and seeing visually what is happening when and knowing what's coming up.
Yes.
And I like, well, people could say you could just write that in. You can say 10 a.m. meeting, 2 p.m., whatever. But I like seeing the space in between the times so I know, well, that's like free time that I could be working on this or this or this before I have to go to the meeting.
Oh, I agree. You don't have to commit. Remember, hourly is my number one. Mm-hmm. I see boxes when it's vertical, and I think I used it once, and I panicked and I hated it, and I try to make my own hourly. I don't know. It's just, like you say, visual.
Yeah.
I get to see a box, and there it is. There's a chunk of time right there that I'm either busy or not busy.
Yeah, that's why I feel guilty that I have an undated planner from like our first ever planner convention, just because the cover was really pretty. It was a spiral bound, but it was like a classic vertical with the 3 boxes, and I can't do that.
Yeah,
it just doesn't work in my mind. I've tried it in the past, but I don't prefer it. So yes, back to hourly. Anyway, so this is what I have for plum paper. I went with a modern color scheme. So, let's see, going back to your comment about, we were talking about making your planner colorful. This kind of locks you in to a color per month.
Mm-hmm.
And the modern color scheme is like I don't know, very cool toned. Greens and blues and purples, and then a little bit of like a goldish and a peachish color.
Is that go for August?
No, right now, the way I have it set up, because I'm doing July.
Oh.
Whatever. Oh, although.
Yeah, it is. Oh, no.
No, this August says blue, but actually, I don't know if this one doesn't start on July. This might be an example.
Yeah, I was like, wait, but July should be up top, right?
Yeah.
And then August would be that. Yeah.
So I don't really know what colors are going to be for what month, which is also kind of strange. But you can change it between the modern or a colorful color scheme. And it's slightly more rainbow, but it's not really. It has like greens and blues and purples and peachy.
And more peachy.
But there's like no red or yellow or orange. So that's, I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards modern if I do this. And then
I hate that golden color.
You know, it used to always be the August.
Yes, this is why I remember it.
Like and it's mustard color.
Yeah, and we're like, why does August have to be this baby poop color?
And why is August important to us?
Because our babies.
Our babies were both born in August.
Yes. So, and they both don't like the baby poop color.
And that's something that Rosa said from the very first day I had my very first planner. Why does August look like the color of baby poop? And I'm like, it's like goldenrod. Yeah. Or mustard. Or baby something.
I'm not a fan. So, but I'm not, not, if you like it.
I know there are some people who love that color because they like yellow. And so,
I like yellow. Yellow's a happy color. This one's not happy.
It's like a brownish yellow. That's the issue.
It's sad.
It's
a depressed yellow.
It's not a happy yellow. But if you want that color at all, it has to be in the modern scheme. It's not in the colorful scheme. So I kind of like it.
But we have to find out the width of the columns because we're not sure, right? Can we?
True.
I don't know if I can.
And so I still can't figure out exactly the columns of the A5 hourly planner of plum paper, but I did see a video on YouTube. I found a plan with Kelly, Kellye, and it's from 2021, but I don't think they've changed their design since then because it looks exactly the same. And they were showing how you could take a normal quarter-size sticker box and it does not fit in the column. So she was able to trim it down and fit. So it's got to be less than 1.5. Just want to put that out there. Okay. Anyway, so I created this hourly layout and I added pages at the end for notes and then coloring pages. They have a ton of different add-ons. That's what I really do like. They're like in different categories, like in the home category, they have meal all these different kind of meal inserts, family inserts, budget inserts, like that's
Wow.
just at home. And then there's business, lifestyle, teacher, student, notes and lists, creative stickers, and page protectors. And you can add any of those in to be coiled into the end of your planner.
Oh, wow.
Well, up to, like this one says I only have an 80-page limit for add-ons. But adding the notes pages that I did and the coloring pages, I've produced 38 of those 80. And of course, they're all, I think, a little bit, there's an additional charge for each add-on that you put. Oh, yeah. But there's so many different ones. It's kind of neat.
Lots of options.
Lots of options. I do like that. What I don't like is that in Agendio, if you create an account, you can save your, like, special dates for your family, like birthdays, and I have birthdays and paydays and our anniversary, like that kind of stuff. And so that's cool. And that doesn't have like any sort of extra charge. In Plum Paper, they charge you for extra holidays. You can, let me see. I just picked the standard layout too. So that's, if you want to customize the layout of your page, it's an extra $5. Where was the holidays? So yeah, so you can add country holidays and religious holidays for free. But if you want to add in your own special dates, like I was saying, birthdays and anniversaries and whatever, it's $5.25 extra. I mean,
is it per?
No.
I was like,
I don't think they charge you.
I was like, okay. I was like, I'm gonna write that in.
I think it's just in general.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know if there's a maximum number of dates that you can add, but just to know that there is an extra charge. So we'll see. And like I said, I think if we did this, I would have to get it spiral bound because I don't want to punch individually these pages.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hole punch individual.
Mm-hmm. So, but wonderful add-ons. It's actually a little bit, I believe, more affordable. Than like the Agendio. I want to say the Agendio is at least a little bit more expensive. Let me see.
Well, if you think about it, if you add the customization, then
it would. Yeah, that's true.
The base.
Okay, so the way I have my Agendio set up right now, when I did add tabs are an extra $10 in Agendio.
Wow.
And a couple extra pages of notes. It went from $44 to $56.50. The Plum Paper that I have designed is $39.50.
Did you add
But I didn't add the special dates, so that would bring it up to like $45. I mean, it probably all ends up being about the same.
Yeah.
Like any like really neat planner that you can customize at all is probably going to be between, high 40s to $60.
Right.
So
it just depends on your budget.
Right.
And how much customization you want too.
Right. I mean, there's some really neat just planners that you can buy standard as is, like on Amazon or stuff. You've bought a couple fun planners that you're going to have to show in our Instagram feed for work.
Oh, I'm in love.
They're so cool. Somebody's finally decided you can't digitally plan for work.
Oh, God. Yes. I don't know why I keep doing that. Digital planning is not for me. But, I digress. We'll talk about that later.
That's a whole other thing. Yeah. Okay, so we'll do research and move back.
Yes. Yeah.
And then the last one I have is...
Oh, your EC.
I'm so hesitant. I know there has been, a change of the guard and everything in Erin Condren world, but I don't know. I'm still not 100% ready to dive back in, but I gotta say...
That's very colorful.
I love this new design. I think it is so gorgeous. It's,
ooh, those flowers.
It's called the Inspire design. And I'm looking at the metallic Inspire Life Planner in an hourly format. But they've got so many new differences. They have a canvas one that's very neutral.
Okay.
I've seen some people on Instagram and YouTube looking at this one. It's very nice and plain gray for people that like a true neutral. And then I'll do like the flowers, the wildflowers. It has cute little flowery.
That's what I was looking at right now.
Yeah, it's kind of pretty.
So, but this is a size that you don't want.
I know, I forgot that part. Like I didn't forget, but I was trying to look beyond it.
So my question is, I do know though, or not, no. I was under the impression that EC has now smaller planners.
They do.
So
That's a very
did you
good
try
point.
looking at those?
I sort of did. I do want to mention that this design that I absolutely love is actually by an artist known as Etta V.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. There's a little like blurb here. Jessie Roulette is the American-born artist behind the vibrant France-based lifestyle brand Etta V. Etta V is known for its bold, colorful, and optimistic hand-painted designs. And they're so pretty.
They are gorgeous.
Like, that's all, so bright, and I love the brighter and more colorful. Oh my gosh, some of these covers are gorgeous.
Oh, I like that one.
I can't
Oh, the
even.
flowers.
Yes,
Million flowers,
so
the petals, and they have them on the pages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to stop now.
So, okay. So this is me. And then, I don't know if you noticed when I showed you the picture, look at this coil.
Yes. It's like what do you call that?
It's kind of rainbow.
Kind of rainbow, but it's the unicorn type of theme.
Yes,
unicorn.
The purple and blue and like a little bit of turquoise and a little bit of pink. I love those colors.
Me too.
I am obsessed.
And that cover goes perfect with that coil.
I know, right? It's so pretty.
We're both like, it's so pretty.
I can't get over it. Oh my gosh. So, the multicolor coil is a $10 upcharge in addition to the planner base price. But honestly, if I was going to go spiral, like that color of a coil would totally keep me going, I think. I don't know. So let's see. Let me open this. And so yeah, it's been a while. So let me actually go through planning one of these or customizing one of these. It is a 7x9 size. And they do have vertical, horizontal, and hourly layouts. So I've got the hourly one up. And then inside, you can decide if you want the Inspire, the wildflower, or the canvas.
Oh, so like, let's say you want that, you can still get the wildflowers inside.
You can still get the wildflowers.
I mean, it would match, but yes, but still.
Oh, but wait. For the inside hourly, it's just the colors.
Oh, you don't get the flowers?
Font. But I don't actually see the flowers. Where are the flowers at?
Oh, I think it's only on the monthly.
It's only monthly?
Oh, boo.
I mean, the tabs are gorgeous too. Like the biters are so pretty. This is the wildflower one that we're looking at right now. And okay, so yeah, here's a monthly.
Yeah, it's only on the monthly.
Oh, and then if I go with Inspire, hold on. Okay, so the Inspire has kind of like swooshes of color.
Yeah, it's still very beautiful.
It is beautiful.
But it's only on the monthly. I was really hopeful that it was on the weekly.
I'm sad. That kind of makes me sad.
Who doesn't want decoration on the weekly?
But look at the color scheme. Look at the tab colors. It's like very pastel-y, purpley gray, bluey. I do like, and then no. Look at the font for the thing.
No baby poop there.
No, there's no baby poop in this whole year.
Okay, but once again, it's not the size you want. So did you look at the smaller ones?
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
No need to apologize.
They have their own A5 ring agenda.
I was gonna be like, I read somewhere they had an A5 now.
They do have an A5. Let me show you the A5, which they do have some pretty, like, fancy, like, folio covers. I think you can also buy the inserts by themselves, so you don't necessarily have to get the whole one. Actually, now that here it is. Weekly planning ring agenda inserts and daily.
Oh, okay.
But, okay, so the weeklies are still $52.50.
By themselves.
By themselves, for just the inserts.
How much?
And
altogether?
$62.50 for the daily planning, just the inserts.
But you don't need days.
I don't. But I'm just looking at these. Are they dated? They don't tell you what the date. This is 12 months dated.
So it's dated.
But it doesn't say what date. Like, can you choose? Oh, probably in customizing. I'm so, like, you can do, oh, no, you can't. It's only allowing the academic year.
So it's academic year. Okay, which is what you need.
True. But you can have a horizontal design or
compact
compact vertical.
Wow.
which is like kind of the page is like split in half. The top half has Monday, Tuesday, one. No, just kidding. Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and the bottom half is the Wednesday, Thursday,
Almost
Sunday.
like a dashboard, but not really.
Kind of, or like you know when I used to get like TNs that were kind of smaller,
Oh,
like
yes.
a V6 TN.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they would break it up. They'd have like half the week on one page and then half the week on another page and like blocky like that.
Mm.
So this is my biggest problem of why I can't get an A5 insert from EC.
Yeah, well, that's already a no.
Yeah.
Bummer. And that's the only size they have, like that. Like
yeah, that's the only A5s. Well, they have a A5 collection. So they still have the Daily Duo. Some people like that because
that's the one I was like, what is a duo? But that's daily.
The only dailies.
Yeah, so no.
Then they have the A5 ring agenda that we just looked at. They also have a focused A5 reading agenda.
Focus. It just has no color. I'm just kidding.
I think that's what it is. You joke, but I think what do I get to do?
So I am going to say that we should probably disqualify EC because it's not giving you what you want. Oh no, she pouted. Oh no, she does want it. I thought you didn't like the size.
I'm torn.
Okay, you know what? No, I'm going to put it as a maybe. That reaction makes me think that, yes, that's a good contender.
Maybe.
See, maybe.
Look,
I put a maybe
in there. It has trackers on the bottom that I'm not going to use. So
you can always, well, you can always sticker it out.
I know. I don't know. But see, that's hard. I want the wildflowers interior, but I want the Inspire covers.
That's exactly what I would want.
I don't know if is it going to go? The bold versus the muted? Maybe.
Well, who's going to compare? You.
Me, who opens it every day.
But then you'd be like, colorful, and they're like, yay, flowers. You're happy with it.
True.
Unless, like, the not matching is going to really bother you.
Not sure.
I mean, it's not.
Do you know how many EC covers I have?
I know.
From how long did I use an EC for? Like maybe 2 years.
2 years.
That's like the most.
Probably. You would buy it. You would change it out every month, I feel.
I literally had one for every holiday.
Yes.
And then like seasons. Oh man, yeah. So I could always change out covers too. Okay, so oh boy. I did not expect to like that as much as I do. So, unfortunately, that means I don't have a good answer for what I'm going to do with my planner come July.
Well, it's okay, because if you remember Planner Search 1.0, we first just discussed all of your options, and then it's up to you. Now that you have your pros and cons to decide. I honestly didn't think EC was going to be a big-time contender, but I feel like it is, because you should have seen your crestfallen face when I said no. So I think you really like it. So I think that's a big contender.
It's a maybe. I'll give it a maybe.
Okay, well, in your world, a maybe is a big contender. Because no one else got a maybe. just so you know, none of the other ones got a maybe.
Oh.
We got a possibility out of Penny Pages.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not even Plum? I didn't say maybe. Oh, I have to look at the columns.
Yeah, Plum.
I got it.
Plum said lots of options, but what are the size of columns? And then you have to worry about hole punching. Unless you get it binded, which I guess it's not an issue.
No, because if I got an EC, I'd get a spiral too.
Yeah.
So maybe that's not an issue.
Yeah. Maybe that was an issue. It's a non-issue.
I don't know. And then don't forget, we could always go with the affordable option of using what I have.
Oh, yes.
At least through December.
Through December.
And then figuring it out brand new in January. So, I don't know, people. What should I do? Any listeners have suggestions? I'm very, very, very torn, which is not good because I probably have to order a planner very soon to make sure I have it in
time for July. Yeah.
For July 1st. Yeah. Especially because I'm going to be on vacation at the end of June.
Oh.
So I need to have it come in earlier.
So time to choose. Help her choose, y'all, just like you guys helped me choose.
Yes.
All right.
For sure. So yeah, that kind of wraps up our season, and stay tuned to Instagram to see what I end up choosing for my new planner, because we'll probably be back to you, oh gosh, end of summer. We're gonna aim to have our season 2
release just in time for the new school year. We'll see what Marie chooses, and we'll have other topics to talk about. If you have any suggestions that you guys want to hear, please let us know. You know, we had fun doing this podcast. It's been fun interacting with everyone, and I'm glad people enjoy the craziness. Our banter back and forth.
So yeah, please send any suggestions to alltheplannerthingspodcast@gmail.com, or find us on Instagram at alltheplannerthingspodcast and drop us a comment, any show suggestions, any ideas, anything. We are open for anything planner related, I should say. But so until next time,
it was great. See you soon.
Talk to you later.
Bye.